Well, hello, everybody, and we
Hello, hello.
love you.
I love you.
So, hey, welcome to Alpha E Mind Masteries United Earth Angels Series, episode 17 already. And we want to welcome you all and thank you for your time and your energy because we really appreciate you guys and we appreciate interaction also. So, we welcome you to leave comments and questions. And if you don't know me, my name's Tobi Staples, and I'm an
And,
Earth Angel. And yes, Andy, let them know who you are.
and I'm Andy Ford. I'm an Earth Angel also. I'm a mother of 11, and I'm a wife. I'm an actor. I'm a model. I am a published author, and I'm a singer and songwriter. So, hello, hello.
All right, so tonight's episode, we're going to get into self love and self care and how important it truly is. You know, we hear so much stuff about self love out there, but are people really loving themselves right? Andy, why don't you take this topic and run with it tonight?
I sure will. I'd love to. Um, let's see. I'll be 45 this Friday. And for 44 and a half of, well, no, 44 years and like 4 months of my life, I thought I was loving myself. I honestly did. Till I met Toby.
I love you.
I love you too. And when I met Toby, she truly opened my eyes to what I was really doing for myself and what I thought I was doing for myself. Um, all the crap that's happened to me in my life, I just tried to ignore it, tried to shove it down. You know what everybody's doing, just trying to ignore it. Maybe go to therapy. Thought I was better, wasn't. Was on depression and anxiety medicine. Was on ibuprofen and Tylenol and everything for pain throughout my body. Um, of my 11 children, I gave birth to 7. The last one, I don't know if I've told you this or not, Toby, but the last one I gave birth to was 6 weeks early. I coded twice on the table.
Oh, yes, yes, I remember that.
And yeah, and obviously I wasn't done because I hadn't healed myself. So I came back twice. And I didn't have the whole life before my eyes thing. I didn't even know I had coded until my last born son was about 7 or 8 months old when my husband told me. I always wondered why he watched me constantly after I had him. And I finally asked, I said, babe, why? I mean, you never paid this much attention to me before. I mean, he pays attention to me, but it was like extra. It's like, babe, you need something? I'll get you something. What do you need? When he's home from work, and what do you need? I'm like, well, finally, after 7 or 8 months, I asked him, I said, babe, what is up? He said, you coded twice right after you had James. I said, huh? So I didn't have my life flash before my eyes. I didn't have any bright white lights or anything like that. I was just bleh. I don't know what happened. Um, so now James is 8 years old, and well, he just turned 8. But I met Toby back in December, wasn't it? November, December.
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember dates. Nothing stays like that. Dates.
I don't either. I just remember it was around Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's all.
I don't know.
But
It feels like I've known you my whole lifetime.
I know, like first time we talked, first time we ever talked on
It was Anki's. It was
Anky's TikTok,
yeah. It
yes.
was Anki's TikTok, and she had said, "I need you to come and meet some of my people." And I said, "Sure." And you were there, and the connection was made instantly.
Yeah, it was like I was talking to an old friend. Um, so that kind of set me set me in the path that I needed to be in of self love and self care. Um, and I always wondered why, when I was a kid and a teenager before I had kids, why I always felt energetic. I always, you know, loving life and everything. I ran barefoot all the time. Oh, anywhere I went barefoot. Mom had to put shoes in the car because I didn't want to put them on before I got in the car to go to the store. Everywhere barefoot. So, and then I started, being an adult, working, having kids, da da da. Shoes on all the time. Shoes, shoes, shoes. No, no tree hugging or nothing. Just shoes, shoes, shoes. And then Toby told me that I need to go outside, just stand in the backyard, no shoes. I was like, well, I used to do that all the time. I haven't done it in a long time. So I went out there and I took a deep breath. Oh my gosh. The energy I felt coming from both ends of me, from my feet and from the deep breath, I felt like I wouldn't sleep for weeks because of all the energy I felt flowing through me. I felt like a teenager again. I was like, oh, and the ground was cold. It was winter time. The ground was cold. And I went out there barefoot anyways. I didn't care, but I wasn't cold. It felt good. So I stood out there for about 10 minutes with my Oreo. Don't be doing it on my bed. I just happened to look over. I can't stand when she licks her rear end on my bed. Anyways, she's Great Dane and she's a big baby. And I just stood out there with her for about 10 minutes. She just sat right beside me and looked up at me like, yeah, see? And shortly after that, I had the pleasure of meeting my trainer, Coach James, and he set me on the right path to nutrition and put together a workout regimen for me that would work for me at that time. Of course, we've upped the workout regimen since then because I'm getting stronger, because Toby is spiritually guiding me, and Coach James is physically guiding me. And I just feel like I'm a being. And sometimes I don't feel human.
I gotta jump in here. I don't want to take the credit. I just showed you the way. You did all of the work. Listen, you could have told me easily, Toby, you know what? Take your theories and your advice and stick it where the sun don't shine. But no, you wanted to feel better. And what you trusted my judgment enough to apply it right away, and boom, you felt it for yourself. And that's what I want people to do. So yeah, I'll shut up now and let you continue. But I can't take the credit for the work that you've done.
Right, but you showed me what to do. You told me what to do.
Of course. But you wanted it for yourself.
Yeah. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to feel good? How tired are you of being sick and tired? I had a gynecologist appointment today. And I asked him, I said, how much did I weigh last time I was here? Of course, that was a year ago. He said, well, his nurse looked at it. She said, well, the only thing we can see is April, because that was the last time I was at my doctor. And it's the same system. And she was like, you were 216 then. I was like, how much am I now? She said, well, I had eaten breakfast and lunch. So I weighed 200 this morning when I weighed myself. I weighed 204 when I got there. So, yeah. And he was like, what did you do? I said, I eat better. I work out five days a week. He said, well, oh my goodness. He's got so many patients and stuff. I'm sure he don't remember what I looked like last time he saw me. But he was like, well, keep doing it. I said, I ain't stopping now. I've done got too far. And back in December, when I met Toby and when I met James, I was at 240. And I felt like dog crap dragged through the grass. I knew I wasn't my best self. And I was tired of not feeling like my best self. So anything that Toby said that I should do if I wanted to feel better, I did. We started with, nature. Started with that. I was like, okay. And see, here's my big old baby. Um, then she had me do some inner work. And if Toby wants to go into detail with that in a little bit, she can. So I did the inner work. It took 3 or 4 days to write all down. I had 3 or 4 pages. And everything I wrote on them pages, which I'm going into detail now, Toby, sorry. But every time I wrote something down or thought of something to write, I felt the emotion that I felt when those things happened. I mean, it wasn't sentences. It wasn't in chronological order. It was just when I thought of it, I wrote it down. And I let myself feel the anger. I let myself feel the sadness. I let myself feel the pain. I just let it all flow with each thing, and then I would just release it. Say, okay, that's not happening to me now. Why am I holding it? Why can't I be happy now? So after each thing, there goes that boost of energy again. Felt like I wasn't going to sleep for weeks. I was like, what the hell? Why didn't I do this sooner?
Because you hadn't met me.
Right, right. And it is as simple as that. It is absolutely as simple as that. Absolutely. To let yourself do it.
Yeah. And you felt the immediate change.
Yes, think with your heart, not your head. Your head will tell you stuff that everybody else has told you. Oh, it's stupid. Why are you listening to that? That's stupid. Don't get. My head was definitely saying that's stupid. That's not gonna work.
Didn't I warn you that you'd have to tell your ego to sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up? Now
Yes,
you understand why, eh?
you
because
absolutely did.
because that's why your brain is gonna say, I want you back in this place where you're unaware of what's weighing you down because
Go
I
back in
need you
prison.
to, eh?
Go back to prison. Don't go. Don't get free.
Exactly. Exactly. So you know what, I'm great. I gotta shut up. I gotta let you continue. But you know what? It is true. When you bring up these emotions that are stored in you, these memories, they're attached to so much emotion. And your body, okay, so imagine you felt every single one of those things as you were bringing them up within you, and you worked through it and you released it. Now, imagine you stored the totality of all of that inside of you at once.
Yeah, I'm surprised I wasn't hateful to everybody. As much hate and as much anger, as much sadness I had in me, nobody knew it.
Not
That's
even
why I'm an
you.
actor. That's why I'm an
Yeah,
actor.
but you didn't even know. You didn't
No,
even know the depths of it,
no, I just kept pushing it down.
like we all do.
I thought I was pushing it away and getting it out, but I wasn't. Not
We
truly.
all do. We all do that. Hey, there's Guy with us. Well, hello,
Hi.
Guy. I love you lots, man. When are you going to jump on with us again? You're going to
Yeah.
have to let us know. We invite you all the time. Whenever you're free, you let us know, and we would love to welcome you.
Yes,
Definitely.
definitely. But every time I thought that I was healed, all I had done was take a little tiny chunk and toss it aside. Just a little tiny chunk. I did that a few times, quite a few times. I thought, oh, yes, I'm healed. Oh, I feel so much better.
You were just scratching the surface.
Yes. And the whole time I was doing the healing, my inner work, of course, my head was going, don't, that's stupid. It's not going to, before I started, it's not going to work. That's stupid. How could it be that simple to feel good? Are you serious? It is not that simple. Yeah, I told it to shut the fuck up and I kept going.
I love it. Yo, what's up, ladies? Yes, what's up, Gee? We love you.
Yes, we
Give me that
do.
side. We love you.
We're just talking about healing yourself and self care and self love.
Yeah, and how important it was. So, you know what? To correlate everything that you're telling them right now with self-love and self-care. So you really realize the magnitude of the difference of how you weren't being very self-loving.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely, I knew I wasn't self loving because I'd look at myself in the mirror and go, I'm
Oh,
ugly. I'm fat. Who would want me? Why does Ray want me? My sex life? Only because he wanted it.
not now though.
Hell no.
There you go. You see? And this is, this is why it's so important to do the inner work. It enhances every aspect of your life.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, I tried to get that drive back and I try and I try and I try and I couldn't, it wouldn't reappear. It would not as much as I tried because I know I hurt his feelings. I know I made him feel some sort of way. He wouldn't tell me, but I know I did. I didn't mean to. And I tried my hardest, but I can't truly love anyone physically or emotionally until I love myself. And since I started this journey, our connection is so much deeper. I can feel everything he feels, everything he feels. Even when he
Yes.
FaceTimes me, like on his lunch break, he'll FaceTime me. And like if his energy is zapped, as soon as I answer, I'm like, oh, fuck. Okay. Hey, babe, what's up? I'll try to shoot some of mine to him a little bit, but because I'm getting ready to go to bed and he's got to go back to work. So I'll get mine back when I go to sleep. No big deal. If I'm giving it generously to my husband, not a big deal because I know how to get it back myself without
There
taking it back
you
from him.
Okay. Perfect. You see what you just said?
Yeah.
Okay, first, before we get into it, Gee, happy birthday tomorrow, man. Big day tomorrow. The King Leo turns 59.
Woohoo! Happy
59.
birthday.
59, still manly and fun.
Ha! Yes.
Guy.
I'll be I'll be 45 Friday, so we share birth month. Hi.
Happy birthday, Andy. Well, happy birthday to you.
Hi. Thank
Happy
you.
birthday to you,
I'm gonna go.
Andy.
Me and Ray are gonna take all the adult kids and go to a karaoke bar Friday
Nice.
after we go to a big dinner.
Nice. You know what? I'm really, really overjoyed to hear the feedback, how even reconnected on a deeper level with Ray. But you see, I want to get onto that topic because that's self loving and self care too.
Thank you. Happy birthday. Thank you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I got a better one. I got a better one. Happy birthday to you. I live in a zoo. My kids act like little monkeys. And my animals do too.
Happy birthday, guys. Well, guess what? I'm a part of your Leo crew because I have my ascending sign is Leo.
Whoop whoop.
Yep. 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 Yep.
What?
Okay, guys, I want to get onto that topic. You see, which is very important here when it comes to self-love and self-care. Andy had mentioned that it connected her back into a reconnection with herself. It amplified her results that she wanted. And it also deepened the connection within her own marriage, which amplified even a better connection. It improved the sexual life. It improved her confidence. It improved all aspects of her life. Now, guys, when I come out here and I tell you these little simple things for you to do, like Andy said, even her ego was like, well, it can't be that simple. But I'm telling you it is. But yes, I had to do all of this stuff for myself, and this is why I know how to do it. But when she mentioned about her husband calling and how she could absorb the energy and send him back energy, that's a divine couple that it's on an energetic level. Everybody thinks it's all of this finances and everything. You know what? It's energy first. You're either breathing life into yourself first or you're not. Okay? You can therefore breathe life into your partner or not. But if you cannot breathe life into your own being, you cannot be in a whole, healed, loving connection with anybody. Andy just sat here and openly, willingly was vulnerable with all of you and expressed her personal story in telling you before she did this stuff and reconnected with her own love. Have to go. Have a great night, ladies. Love you. Happy birthday, Guy.
Love you. Happy birthday.
Love you. Happy birthday. So she even mentioned before she didn't feel like she could connect well with him because she was shaming herself, not loving what she saw as a reflection. And I felt like that too once upon a time. But it just proves that, you have two women that are very capable of self-love after not loving ourselves for years, with very simple tools that will help you do that.
Yep.
So I know what I bring to the table in a way of advice. I won't steer you wrong. Yes, it's going to be hard for you to hear because it was hard for Andy to hear too.
Very.
And yes, she called me in moments when she was doing the inner work, and I was as blunt with her as the inner work is to do, because you cannot cushion that kind of chaos. You have to be there to assist, but not intervene.
Mm-hmm.
And all I did was say, Andy, keep going. Keep going. You're almost there. You're going to rid yourself of it all. Keep going. It's encouragement. It's support. It's, but she was accountable to her own being for the self-love that she wanted. And it's leaked into everything that she thinks, says, and does. It's bettered her own life and everybody else's attached to her. Well, that's the same thing for me. And it's very easy to do it.
Yeah, it is. It really is that simple. Don't let your brain try to tell you it ain't. Shut that thing off. You only need that to breathe, to walk, to eat, to move, and to talk. You don't need to think. Those things happen on their own. All them things that I just mentioned, it happens on their own because that's your brain's job, to keep you alive. Stop letting it absorb everybody's negativity. Just block it away.
Oh, I love you, Andy. I love you. I hear you out here preaching, and I'm like, yes, I knew she was able to guide from the first day I met you. I love you.
I knew it too, but I didn't know it. You know what I mean?
Well, it's amazing. And I'm really, I'm proud of the results that I've had in my own life. And I'm proud of the results that you have in your own life. Just by just in a very short span of time. And it didn't take very long for you to get on the swing of things. Ooh,
No.
boy, not at all.
The minute I stepped outside barefoot and took a deep breath was the minute my heart told my brain to shut the fuck up.
I love it.
Yeah, the brain's job is all, like I said, all its job is to keep you alive.
Yeah.
You don't store emotions up there. You don't store uh I don't store memories up there because it stopped working, but whatever. Um I have good memories, stuff like that. Oh, I have bad memories too, but do they hurt me anymore? No. I could tell you my whole life story and not bat an eye, not shed a tear. It doesn't bother me anymore. Yes, things happened. Yes, it hurt at the time. Yes, it kept hurting me until I made it stop hurting me, till I let the hurt go out the window. It hurt for a long time. And I'm going to be writing a book about the my last marriage that lasted 6 years of all the hurt. And I'm not going to cry while I'm typing out the words because I don't care. I just want everybody else to know.
Wow, I am so proud of you. I'm glad that you brought that to table, because I was wondering when you were going to tell your story. Genuinely tell your story.
Oh yeah. Oh
No,
yeah, it's
really,
coming.
really, Andy, honestly, I love that you've done the book, How to Manage Being a Boy Mom. And guys, the audience, you got to go check out Andy's book, How to Manage.
We're doing two more LinkedIn audio events. One tomorrow, one next Tuesday. And next Tuesday we are doing the launch where,
Nice.
I launched my book on LinkedIn. So,
Nice. That's awesome. But
yeah.
guys, you know what? When she comes out with this next one about her story, I know a bit of her story. And I'm telling you, you would not believe it. It's like, a lot of you wouldn't believe the stuff I've lived. Well, I can guarantee you 110% that the day that you hear Andy's story, you won't believe it either. Trust me. She's been through quite, and I'm not gonna, how do they say it there when you give these,
You're not going to give any spoilers.
there you go. I'm not gonna give any spoilers because you know what? You see Andy and she looks, like an earth angel and so joyous and loving but this girl has been through just as much as I have. And that's why we connect on such a level because we have both felt the pit of pain in the worst way and been living in the belly of the beast and had to face the demon and the devil
Oh, yeah.
head on.
Oh, yeah.
And we overcame. And that's why we believe in all of you in the self love. Listen, guys, self love. You got to love yourself and do it
Exactly.
properly.
Yes. You can't, like, every now and then, yeah, my brain will chime in. You're not healthy enough. Look at that. Look at that gut you still got. I have to literally close my eyes and say, shut the fuck up.
Well, because you realize that's not your voice telling you that.
Mm-hmm.
That's not. That's the shaming and blaming and guilting that was put in us as children that comes up
Yeah.
because those are the patterns that are embedded. But
Yeah.
once you can face it, like you say, and tell it, sit the fuck down and shut up, it does.
Yeah. It does.
You know, Andy, people think I just say that and they get a kick out of it, but they don't realize the magnitude.
They don't realize the power.
No. And when I say that I've had to do that many times, literally tell my ego, yo, sit down because I'll crush you. I'll annihilate you right now. You're not going to talk to me like that. You
Yep.
work for me, not the other way around. Yo, I had to battle with my own brain. I'm
Yep.
glad that you mentioned it. I'll let you continue.
I'm texting my son right now to tell him to be quiet when he comes in from work.
Wasim Channel. Well, hello, Wasim. You speak nonsense. Well, I'm glad you think so. We love you anyway.
We
We
love you.
we love you and we welcome you, and we must be important nonsense,
Yeah, it must be for you to comment.
but we love you.
But yeah, we
And
love you.
yes, your ego does control you until you take it over. So we
Yeah.
love you, and hopefully you'll be able to annihilate your ego also through self-love and self-care. Perfect topic for you tonight. We love you though.
Yes, we do.
And guys, being self-loving is very important. You got to love yourself. And you got to be kind and compassionate and trusting to your own being first before anybody else's.
Right. Let me catch y'all for a quick, Toby.
Go for it.
Um, if we didn't love everybody like we tell you we love everybody, I don't think she would have brought that comment to the main screen for everybody to see. That has to say something.
Well, everybody has their story too, and
Right.
everybody has their opinion. And it doesn't mean that we love that person any less. We love and appreciate that comments, even if we appreciate it and we love you for it.
Right.
Like,
You can have your
guaranteed,
opinion. You can have your opinion. That's
of
fine.
course. But your opinion does change when you do grow and learn a little more, because the more I learned to self-love, the more I grew into the person that I am today. And you could strip me down to nothing, naked, and you can't steal from me the peace that I've acquired past any kind of understanding. So I'm okay. And I love everybody freely from it. Andy, go for it.
Let's see. Let's talk about the negativity that is stuck in our brain. Is there still negativity stuck in my brain? Yeah. Am I around negative people every day? Yeah. Do I care? No. Do I let it bother me? No. Do I shut it down when it's negative towards me? Yes, with a smile and how are you? Or I'll just smile and walk away. There's nothing like being able to control your whole self and be able to just push negativity away from you. The negative thoughts that pop in my brain, those aren't mine. There's somebody else has whispered in my ear or talked to me while I was growing up, said stuff to me. That's not my voice. My voice comes from here. All the voices here are from other people speaking to me.
Oh, I'm so grateful that you feel the difference. Hi, Irina. We love you. I'm glad you're with us.
Hi.
You feel the difference now, Andy.
Definitely.
Oh, yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is on a real deeper level. You know what you just preached. Listen, people, if you have not just heard what Andy just said about her voice comes from here, not here. Hey, bells and whistles. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. Yo.
Well, everybody's voice should come from here instead of here. Like, if you're not speaking it, you shouldn't be listening to it. Listen to your own voice. You make it right here. Listen to this one, not this one. That's not you.
Awesome. Yes. Listen to the heart, not the head. Yes, big time. But it's crazy because of how the analogy that Andy just dropped it. Your voice does come from here. It doesn't come from the brain. So if you allow it to flow the way it should, the brain has no involvement in it. Because Andy had also mentioned before that, yes, the brain has a job to do, which it does. Yeah. So I'm really, really grateful for that. Like the way she dropped it, because yes, you know, if if we're honestly speaking from our heart, there's no thought attached. And Andy has felt the difference now for herself. You don't think about it. And she's literally explaining it. Your voice doesn't come from here. Not at all. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it, Andy. I love it. I love it. And I'm glad that you feel the difference. And I won't cut you off. Keep going. So this is like, you know, honestly, this is the true payment. For me to sit here and listen to you feed back and project all of what you've changed and transformed within yourself, and you are now guiding others with it. This is what I hope and pray for everybody that I interact with in my life. Honestly. So this is like soulfully, when we talk about things that are fulfilling, hearing you speak the way that you do right now is so fulfilling for me.
Well, I'm glad. It's fulfilling for me to say it.
I'll let you keep going.
Well, I will say that in the past, excuse me, I need a drink. In the past, I have been told I'm fat, I'm lazy, I'm worthless. So I was replacing it with worthy automatically because that's my thing every day. I'm worthy. My brain switched off. My heart's trying to speak. When I was with my ex-husband, I was told nobody will want you because you have 5 kids already. Nobody will want you. I don't know who you think you are. How special do you think you are? I wish I could look at him right now. He's got a restraining order on me though. He was scared of me when he left. But anyways, I would look at him and say, "You have no idea," with a smile on my face, and walk away because he doesn't deserve an explanation. Doesn't deserve anything from me. Doesn't deserve me to have eye contact with him. But that's one thing I would like to do. Look at him and say, "You have no idea," and walk away. No pretext, no subtext, no context. That's it. And then not ever think about it again because that would be that I would laugh about that for years. I would literally laugh about it for years. But he told me that I was worthless. I was fat. I was ugly. I was lazy. That I was lucky to have him because I already had 3 kids when I got with him. It's just all that crap for 6 years. That was just half of what was in my brain. When I released all the feelings from that crap, with each word that I heard him say in my head, which I literally heard his voice say these things. I'm a worthless mother. Yeah, all those things. I can't do nothing for my kids. I can't protect them. Each thing that I wrote down, I felt anger and I cried every time. Every time. And I don't hear his voice in my head anymore. I don't hear his voice. I just look in the mirror every now and then. Not, I don't know how often, but not often enough to remember. I'll hear, "Look at that belly." And then my heart jumps in and says, "Shut the fuck up."
Yes. I'm going to have the whole world telling themselves to shut the fuck up to learn how to love themselves.
Right, right. I literally say it out loud. Out loud, Toby.
Yeah, I know. I did.
And if anyone's around, I've got 6 kids still in this house. And they say, what? I didn't say anything. I'm like, I wasn't talking to you. Who are you talking to? Myself. Go play. And the looks I get is hilarious. But yeah,
Oh, I know
my
how that
brain.
feels. I know how that feels because you know what? It doesn't matter, even as mastered as I am, and with all this knowledge that I know. And listen, don't think that situations or things don't trigger memories like that too. But I do have to tell my listen. I tell my whatever thoughts trying to surface. Yo, you do. You're not paying me rent.
Right.
That's what I literally, you're not paying me rent. You're not going to occupy that space. If you want to have that space, show me some paper and it goes away on its own.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
You know, because then I realized quickly that it's not my thoughts, you know?
It's
Um,
other people's words.
yeah, it was awesome to listen to, ladies. It's awesome to have you. Love you. I'm so
Thank
happy.
you.
Sending
Thank
love and
you.
light, sending you a whole bunch of love. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. Yeah, but guys, if you haven't tackled self love or self care, look, you got to do a couple of things. You know, when you wake up in the morning, you were not promised another day. Let's drop it like that. Okay. Tomorrow's not owed to you.
No.
It really isn't. So when you do wake up, even if you've been in a pattern for a very long time of waking up going, oh, I dread the day, and then you feed yourself all kinds of crap instead of the good stuff, you can change it
Yeah.
by just disrupting the pattern once and then reinstalling it again. So, what do I mean by that? Well, when you go into the bathroom to brush your teeth and to wash your face in the morning, tell yourself that you love yourself. And yes, it's going to feel weird. Yes, your body's going to start telling you, oh, yeah, well, this is wrong and that is wrong. And how can you love this about yourself? Because your brain is going to focus on everything that's wrong. So you need to train your brain to focus on what is right. This is why I tell you guys, I hope you have all told yourself all of those amazing things that you need to hear this morning when I do my morning lives. Because you need to talk to yourself. Imagine all the years you've been told all the wrong things. Well, you think it's going to take overnight for you to silence all of that or rid yourself of all of that? No, it takes continual work. And just because you've acquired the knowledge, it doesn't mean you're healed. And it doesn't mean that you've rid yourself from all of the lower density vibrations that you are storing in your memory bank. Far from it.
Right.
This is why I tell you guys to break apart those memories and release the emotions, because you do not understand what is harming you until you pull it out of you and you process it from the external peripheral vision, because that's how your brain processes information. So if you are not pulling it out and seeing what it is, you cannot assess it from your peripheral. And you know, this is why also too relationships fall apart, because it's always constant in the face. You know that you don't see what's always in your face. It has to be put at a peripheral. So this is why space and time for yourself to self-love and self-care does nurture the bond when you are in a relationship with anybody. It's very extremely important, because if you don't take on the self-love and self-care for yourself while you're caring for everything and everybody else, you cannot maintain your harmony, your balance, your clarity. No, you can't. And you end up drained. You end up confused, chaotic. You don't know where you're going. You feel like shit about yourself. And then all of these thoughts take over and literally talk you out of anything good, because you've been so used to running on yuck for so long that feeling good feels foreign. Literally. And then you use everything else outside of you except for yourself to feel better. People, places, and things. You got to feel good first. All of
Yep.
your results are dependent on your state of being. So, what state of being are you bringing to table, no matter what you're doing? For your own being, I'm talking about. Who do you show up as? Who do you show up to be for yourself in this world? Somebody who loves themselves? So, therefore, you have the capacity to love others? Or do you literally shame and blame yourself in the mirror just like every other human does until they don't?
Right.
You got to make some choices for yourself, people. Big time. And I encourage you all, hey guys, look, you can find us on all the platforms. Go in the comments, reach out, connect. You know, I've blocked off my calendar until September because I'm going to be launching my mentorship program in September. And, you know, the details to come. But if you're in a crisis state and you really need that one-on-one, and you really need a disruption of the pattern you've been running on, guaranteed I can give it to you. But it has to be for a real good cause, or I am off for the rest of the summer. I show up for these episodes. I show up and I give my free love and volunteer my energy and life force to the world to assist with healing.
Yep.
But yes, I'm on summer holidays until September before I do any kind of business. So I just want to let you all know that. Guys, get our books. Andy's got a book out there at lulu.com and on Amazon. And also, too, I've got another thing. Anybody who has read my books, I want you to go to Amazon and leave a review for my books. You don't have to buy them. Go and leave a review, please, for my books.
Mine too.
And if
'Cause
you
I got
need,
one.
and you know what? If you need a copy of the book to take a look at that you haven't read, maybe, you could always reach out to me too. But I want a good review. But guys, go to Amazon and leave us reviews on the books. I've sent, okay, I'll be honest. I have sent hundreds of people books for free. I want everybody's reviews. If I have sent you a book, I want a review. And it's as simple as
Me
that.
included. I'm sorry, I haven't done it yet.
Time to collect on my efforts. And even
Yeah.
if it's only a review. So please, guys. Andy, we've got about 10 minutes left out here. You want to take 5 minutes and bless them all with your loving wisdom, Earth Angel? And then I will wrap it up at the end.
Yes, absolutely. Love yourself. Love yourself, take care of yourself, or you can't love or take care of anything or anyone else. Thank you, Dina.
Hi, Dina. I love you.
Love you.
Love you.
But love yourself. Okay. This little woman right here, she's 12 or 13 years old. Okay. She loved me so much when I didn't love myself. If you want to know what true love looks like, look at this. Look at this little face.
She's cute.
That's my Rosie. She loved me when I couldn't even look at myself. She would look at me. She doesn't give kisses because she was abused before we got her. But she'd look at me with these big old eyes. Of course, she's all gray now, but she'd look at me with these big old brown eyes and I could just feel the love emulating from her, telling me to love myself, telling me to love myself as much as she loves me. And now I can honestly say that I love myself more than anybody can love me. It's not that hard to do. Once you shut off all the negative thoughts that are in your brain and heal yourself with inner work, it's not that hard to do, to love yourself more than anybody else could. Right now, I could walk away from anybody being negative to me and tell them to fix themselves before I come back. Because I'm not. I'm not. I surround myself with people who are positive, positive to themselves, positive to others, people that show themselves self love and self care. Now, yes, I'm going to a karaoke bar Friday. And yes, there are a lot of people that you can honestly tell don't love themselves. But I'm going to brighten their night with my loving face, my earth angel eminence,
Yes, yes.
and make them feel the love that they're missing from themselves. Am I going to drink? No, probably not. People are going to buy me shots. I'll probably give them to somebody else. I don't know because I don't need that in my life. I don't. I just want to go there and sing because I know I can. And one of these lives, I'm going to have to sing because I keep bragging about it, but nobody can hear it. But if you're not allergic to animals, you need to get you a little furry face that looks at you like you're the best person in the world to remind you to love yourself. I love this baby. She doesn't come out of her corner very much because she honestly is so old she can't handle all the kids. Like just the loudness makes her shake. So, but just love yourself, people. It's worth it. Trust me. Take it, Toby.
Happy birthday on Friday, Andy. I love you.
I love you. I didn't even see that. I was looking at my baby.
Well, you know what? I put it up so people could not forget to reach out to Andy on Friday and wish her a happy birthday.
Yes. All I want is happy birthday all over my page. That's it. I don't need nothing. I just want happy birthdays.
Well, look, I put it up twice and then I'll hide it again and I'll put it up a third time to make sure that it's three times. Okay, guys, it's really important to be self loving. And you know what? I didn't realize until I loved myself how important it was. And, I had to beat that several times and I still didn't even know how to love myself right. Literally. I didn't understand what real love was and universal love was until I was fully spiritually awakened. When I really felt what universal love was, then I knew the difference. And that's when I said, oh shit. And I felt so much remorse and regret for how I had treated my own being after really knowing what universal love was comprised of. There's nothing like it. I encourage you all to love yourself enough to break through any kind of restrictions. What are the restrictions? Any ideas, thoughts, speech, belief systems, anything that restrict you from loving yourself properly. You know why? Because there is not one human being on this planet that can love you more than you can love yourself. There's not one human being that can respect you more than you can respect yourself. Honor yourself, honor the love that fuels you. You know, we're all here for a reason, but we're all supposed to be loving, joyful, bouncing balls of joy, spreading love everywhere. Literally. And no, it's not hippie-ish. And no, it's not, I have heard some stuff. And listen, even my own family has mocked me about, oh yeah, okay, go spread your love and light. Go sprinkle your magic, Toby. Okay? But no, it's facts. That's what I do. I don't, self-identity, there is no self when you've embodied universal love. There really isn't. I operate in a selfless manner out of love for myself and for everybody on the planet. And yes, yeah, that may have confused you going, well, then if you operate selflessly, how do you love yourself? I love myself enough to operate from a selfless standpoint on purpose, by intention, for the whole planet. And I really encourage you all to do the same. But love yourself enough and love all that pain away and everything that you choose to store because we all have it. Nobody's exempt from life experience or from trauma, pain, suffering. And it may not have taken you some extreme trauma in your life for you to be storing shame, blame, guilt, denial, judgment, fear, anger, resentment, all of that shit. And it literally weighs you down. It blocks your organs and it siphons your life force from you. So, what do you choose? Wouldn't you rather love yourself? Because that's your flow. That's what you actually were born in the state to do. So if you don't choose that for yourself, well, then you're factually working against your own being. So what do you choose for yourself? Hopefully, you'll love yourself enough to give yourself whatever it is that you may need to target and focus and rid yourself of all that's hurting you in your life. Everything, every unloving memory, every unloving interaction, every unloving incidence or experience or memory that you may have, love the pain away. Literally. And I love you all. And I'm really super grateful that you guys come out and you guys interact and you come and you listen to the episodes. I'm soulfully grateful because this is time in your life that you cannot get back. No, you can't. And I appreciate you for coming and bringing your life force here to share with us for this amazing episode 17.
Yeah.
And you know what?
If you have LinkedIn, my audio room is at 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So every Tuesday, tomorrow and the next Tuesday, I will be talking about raising boys, and I will be having speakers to give little talks about their experiences too. So join me tomorrow at 7 on LinkedIn, please, if you would like to learn about how I deal with boys, how I've dealt with boys growing up. I have 1, 2, 3, yes, four adult sons. So and I still have sons at home, so I'm a little versed on it.
Guys, don't just follow Andy on LinkedIn, connect with her. Okay?
Yes.
Connect. And then you're going to find the events, but connect with Andy on LinkedIn for sure. You know, I've connected with a couple of great people on LinkedIn and it's made great connections. And you know what? Actually, that's where I met Anka. Where I'm to meet you was LinkedIn through Crystal Baby.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we love you. We appreciate you. And we hope that you can love yourself right. Have a great night.
Yes. Good night.
Good night, everybody. Oh, come back out next Monday night, 9:30. Y'all know.
Yes.
We love you. Good night.
Love you. Bye.